Hello and welcome back. I thought I would venture outside the Polycrub today and do a wee bit on the veg patch. So here, just in front of me, we've still got purple kale and green kale. We've got some Swiss chard that's pretty much gone to seed, some spinach in there, some sprouts in the back, a couple of red Swiss chards. But the task just now is to continue covering this area with the cardboard. I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. I'm going to cover two of these kind of growing areas during the winter, just to try and see how much better that is at stopping the weeds come up. So that'll be one area I'll do. This area here is going to be the root veg this year, so I'm going to plant some garlic sets in there, and then I will probably put some cover on this area as well. I've managed to finish all the weeding on this section and I've covered it with the cardboard. On this bed here I've just weeded by hand all the weeds out, and I'm just going to plant some of my garlic. I've made two furrows here. You can see the one on the left, I've already put the garlic in. So these are not the kind of garlic you would buy from the supermarket, but these are ones that are supposed to be planted autumn time. All I'm going to do is just set them up with the pointy bit at the top, about 4 or 5 inches apart. That's all the wee garlic sets into the wee troughs, and all we need to do now is just cover them over. So we don't need to be too deep, it's just more or less to have them covered over. And before I forget where I've planted stuff, quite a good use for some of these wooden forks. A good way to recycle them is to use them as your name tag. So I'm just going to stick this in here. There we go, pleased with that. These are Shenshu onion sets. Again, similar to the garlic, you need to make sure you have them the right way up. So the roots, those go down into the ground. And I'm going to space these every probably 10 centimetres apart. That's all the onion sets put along in a row. The next thing to do is to gently move the soil around them so that just the tip is visible. And you just carry on and do that the whole way along. So I'm all finished now, and you can just about see the tips all the way along. So the finishing touch is, of course, to put in a wee tag. I've moved inside the Polycrub now, and the tomato plants were getting a bit unruly. So I'm just giving some of these just a wee snip. You can see how much I've cut off already. Probably coming towards the end of their life anyway. There we go, that's much better. A lot less dense, and still lots of tomatoes on it, lots of fruits. And it's now mid-November here. And as I say, plenty of tomatoes still. That's another wee container that I'll take inside, pop those into the dinner.